Three's Company Radio on threescompanyradio.com. Of course, we on Stage to Show TV Network. It's Rob Lee, Cubana Kiss, and we got the homie East London in the building. He's finally back. You know, he went on a vacation and had a little excursion and whatnot. We're gonna ask him about that when we get time to it.
What's happening?
How you doing,
I'm awesome.
I missed you.
I missed you more.
Liar.
Okay, that sounds like some personal shit we ain't gonna get involved in, but y'all know what it is, man. How everybody been doing? I hope everybody's week has been prosperous and productive. For those of you out there, follow us on all social media at Three's Company Radio. That's the number 3. Follow the logo. Don't type out the number. And after a couple of more episodes, I'm gonna stop saying this because if you just stupid enough to keep trying to type out the word
T-H-R-E-E.
you don't deserve to watch the show.
You say that every show, though, and if they don't get it,
I know. I try to follow the rules from school.
Yeah.
They be like, Rob, I can't find y'all.
Right, because you
Right.
type it in the number 3, jackass. But anyway, speaking of jackasses, we gonna get to this Oscar So White. How y'all feeling? We got the Oscars coming up. What's that? Tomorrow. Chris Rock is hosting. Of course, there's been a backlash of why
are we involved, right?
Yeah. Why
Negroes
is
got
there
in.
why is there no pepper?
You say
in
Negroes
the
gotta
salt?
do what?
Negroes got this integration mentality bad, man. You know what I'm saying? And what they'll
But they
do.
just had an award show. Actually, it's like the first annual ABFF and BET.
BT is white on. Go ahead.
Okay,
True.
so anyway, it was BET, and it was for those black artists, those black actors and actresses to get awards. So that's what I was getting to. I know BET is white owned, but it was started by a black man, and he sold it. So don't come for me, East.
Quick question: who owns it now?
I don't give a fuck who owns it now. What I'm telling you is that was their answer to the Oscar So White for your comment on integration.
Well, that was still white because it's white on. Go ahead.
I mean, it is white owned. I know East is with the BOC. If you don't know, that's black owned and controlled. We're gonna do it because in post we're gonna add it. Black owned and controlled. You did.
All day.
But I mean, speaking on the integration part of it, like, do you feel like that we want to be ingratiated in white society too much?
Yes, because we don't value ourselves and what we have to bring to the table when they steal everything from us from the jump. We can start our own award show.
I mean, but speaking of what Cubana just said, like, we do have our own award shows, but why are they not held in higher regard amongst us?
Because we don't value them. Because we don't value ourselves. Subconsciously, we don't value ourselves or anything black.
So that's like what Dr. Umar Johnson was talking about with us subliminally as far as how we value ourselves and what we put to the forefront.
We value Jordans.
Well, I mean,
which ain't nothing wrong with, but I'm just saying, I'm just talking about value.
Hey, man, I got on a pair of Jordans right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak ill of Mike.
No, me either.
But
I don't own not a pair of Jordans.
well, I mean, you know what?
As
I
you
don't
all can
fault-
see by
about
my
value.
hair
That's
I don't-
every
I don't-
show, I value the fuck out of being black, and so I don't give a
I don't
fuck about
I
all
don't
of this
fault
bullshit
people for
y'all
buying
putting right
mics
now.
because at least you buying a sweat equity African American owner. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Even
fine.
though we know Mike got a distribution deal with Nike and we know Nike is the end all be all, Jordan brand has brought itself to a point where it can stand alone as its own entity and it doesn't have to put the swoosh on the box.
Yeah, Mike made Nike pretty much.
I mean, he did,
Yeah.
and until they admit that, I will always hold that grudge against them because if there was no Jordan, we probably wouldn't even know Nike right now.
Exactly.
Because speaking of where Nike was held back in what was that, 82?
Yeah.
82,
81,
83?
Yeah.
Like, Nike was up and coming, but it was like, oh, okay, that's that new shoe that people might wear.
Yeah,
but
right.
When Michael Jordan wore it, it
was
became something else. And he was able to, flip that into the Jordan brand, which made him a billionaire. So I can't be mad at him. And I they say support black business. Well, if I want to buy some jumpers and the only thing out there for me to choose from is the Starberries or the Mikes, I'm picking the Mikes.
Because you value the mic.
It's not even that I value the Mikes. First of all, I was alive when Mike played,
Yeah.
and he was that nigga.
Value the brand though. Like
Yeah, I do.
what it
I do.
represents in him.
Because it represents blackness. You know, when you go to the suburbs and you see white people wearing, or you see Lil Johnny that listens to Chief Keef and rolls up and down the block trying to get his switch on, You know what I'm saying? But he got on a pair of mics. I feel good about that. Because at the end of the day, at least
Because
you
now he
support
values
one of
black
us.
people.
Right, you value black people. You buy this brand of shoe before you buy Skechers like Tom over there in you know, Country Club Hills or wherever you live.
What do you think, Cubana?
Right, where you at with it? No?
Nowhere? Nothing?
You know what? What do you mean not today? We on TV.
Because you know how okay, first of all, I think all this is a crock of bullshit. And I don't think that it has anything to do with the fact that, like, okay, so I watch the Oscars and I want to feel that you all should acknowledge my talent does not make me devalue being black. Just because I'd rather buy a pair of fucking Skechers or instead of buying J's does not make me not value being black or devalue who I am as a person. I just don't agree with the statement.
I'm not saying it devalues you.
didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll respond in a minute.
Okay. I mean, but what I'm saying, okay, Jamie Foxx made a comment, I believe it was Jamie Foxx earlier this week, that if black actors want to be considered for Oscars or, you know, Academy Awards and things of that nature, they need to act better. And it was viewed as a shot to, of course, Will Smith, because he was slighted for concussion. And Marlon Wayans commented and said he didn't feel like Will was, you know, Jamie was jabbing at Will, but he just felt like that, you know, is a lot of black actors taking bad commercial roles and things of that nature that dilute their brands to the point where when the Academy Awards come up, you're not considered because you're part of this diluted brand that nobody really wants to be affiliated with.
Thrown at you like, oh, we want you to be in this role.
Right,
So
taking any role that comes to you.
I said this a few episodes back. I said, hey, you know, I think all of this started because Will wasn't nominated. Period. I will stick by that.
Do you
not nominated,
do you feel
so
like he
now-
should have been nominated?
No.
Have you seen Concussion?
No, I didn't need to. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, that's the movie in question.
It wasn't just that one. Chirac. Spike.
No.
felt-
See. Chirac should not be nominated nothing for the. It should not be nominated for nothing but the garbage award.
Yeah.
Throw it in the trash.
I'm not saying that it should have been nominated, but what I'm going by is those are the people who all over, you know, Will White Jada. She came out.
Man,
and
I
like,
love me some Jada.
I love me some Jada.
Tread
but
lightly, goddammit.
She sticks by her man. That's her man.
Yeah.
And my man got slighted. No, boo. Your man sucked in this fucking movie this time. Sorry, he took a bad fucking role.
Tell the truth.
Spike Chirac was full of shit and nobody wanted to see it.
Agreed.
Sorry.
It's terrible.
That's why you weren't nominated.
That's 2
That's
hours
what
of
the
my life.
problem
If you don't know how we
Point
feel
blank
about
and period.
Chirac, see episode 2. Anyway.
I mean, that's what it is. Point blank period. It ain't got
Let me
nothing
ask
to
a
do with
question.
nothing
So, all the Oscars that our group has won,
Uh-huh.
what were the roles?
Well, you had
Slaves.
no, not all of them. Not all of them, because Jamie Foxx won for Ray. And
that's right.
I'm
He played
sorry.
the-
He
he played
deserved that. He put his foot
Because
in
he
that.
played the
He
hell
did.
out that
He
blind
played the hell out
man
that
that
Jamie
did
Foxx
drugs.
killed it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now
He played the hell out that blind man that did drugs. Thank you, Jamie.
No, he
for
played
that.
the hell out of a legendary musician
I'm not
Yeah.
that
saying
other
that.
actors would not have been able to
Yeah.
pull off the
Listen.
way he did.
Yeah.
Listen,
That movie would not have been able to happen
me tell you
without
something.
Jamie Foxx.
I agree with you. 100%. Did Jamie do his motherfucking thing? Yes. That was my mama movie. We watched it every Sunday
That
while
was
we
my
eat
mama
greens. You know what I'm saying?
Your
My
movie
son
too.
loved the movie. What you say? He liked that. Okay, it is what it is.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what are the roles that they picked to nominate us for? Slave. She slept with a white man.
But yeah,
She slept with a
Halle
white
Berry.
woman.
Halle Berry for Monsters
I'm
Ball.
just saying, like,
Y'all
be
wanna be at the
100
Oscars,
about
right?
it.
Halle Berry. Now that's crazy because all of the roles Halle
All
Berry
of the roles
played,
that she said.
she didn't get an Oscar until she got naked.
So she
So
got
that
naked with
sounded
a
like
white
white
man.
America saying
he
to
threw
her, until we see you naked, pretty black woman, we ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
did
I
play
get
the
that
bed
point.
wench.
But that's just like Denzel. Denzel didn't get one
Until
until
he played a
Training Day.
thug.
And,
Yeah.
but
A dirty
but
cop.
it playing devil's advocate for that one. Denzel had played some great roles, but they were always the good guy. And he was kind of typecast as the good guy. So when he came out and played the hell out of the bad cop, I mean, how can you not give it to him? Because that was something that you didn't think he could do. And honestly, I don't feel like Will Smith is going to get an Oscar until he plays a role that's outside of what he's been typecasted as, which is the good guy.
All I'm saying is, okay.
I want to see
Damn.
Will Smith play a gangster and make it happen. Then, if he does that and he don't get an Oscar,
Let me ask you this. Nick Cannon played a gangster. Was he believable in Chirac? Which is 2 hours of my life I won't get back.
hey man,
Thank you, Spike Lee.
hey man,
You
Thank
just
you.
bring up
Hey,
Nick
hey.
Let me
motherfucking
ask you
drunk
that.
line, nigga. You bring it up.
hey, I will not talk about no purple bandana wearing
Thank you.
motherfucker
Thank
getting
you.
no Oscars on this goddamn show. Like,
See,
I'm
I clutch
sorry.
my
Yeah, purple
pearls
though,
on the
Nick
rules,
Cannon.
honey.
Nick Cannon, I rock with you. Shout out to you for getting your checks. Mr. Get Your Money. But I'm going to tell you right now, in Chirac, you fucking sucked. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And that
Ain't
ain't
no
the
way
only
around it.
movie you
If
sucked
you got a
in.
problem with what I'm saying, give me a call and we'll talk about it. I don't say nothing on this show that I won't say to your face. Just remember, I really am from Chirac. In other news, back to these goddamn Oscars.
Moving on.
Right. Now, okay, Chris Rock is hosting. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like, because some people feel like he should have boycotted the Oscars. or, I'm sorry, I'm getting that check.
Thank you.
Yeah, take that
Get
South
that
Team
check.
money.
Because it's
Wow.
damn sure a bountiful check.
Because let me tell you something about Chris Rock. Chris Rock, if you watch a lot of the stuff that he's hosted,
Mhm.
if you watch a lot of his stand-ups, those things, he's unapologetically fucking black.
Absolutely.
So I am waiting
Everybody
for him
hates
to say
Chris was-
some shit to piss them off, and I think that's
I think
what's
it's
gonna
coming.
happen.
I've been having that feeling ever since they were saying like whether or not he was gonna boycott or whatnot, and then they said no, he gonna take the check.
Crazy as hell if he did, because I was
He's
talking
gonna,
about his dumb
but
ass.
see, this is gonna be the funny thing about it to me, because Chris Rock is able to do what Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams tried to do, but they're more unapologetically black than he is. So some of the subliminals are not subliminal.
Right.
Chris Rock
But
is
see,
going
Chris
to tell
played a
jokes
crackhead,
that
so
those
now the
white
white
people
people
are
think
not
that they
going
can
to
trust
get.
him.
That's going to be talking about them, and we're going to get it. We're going to be at the crib like, damn. And then white people going to be cracking up, sitting in the front row like, oh, that's great. What's that, like the Boondocks when Huey came out like, Jesus was black, 9/11 was an inside job, and they're going to be like, oh, he's so cute. That's what they're going to do, but they're not realizing they're like, all of black America is laughing at you right now,
Right.
and the joke's on you.
He's sending code words and messages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like is going to happen. But we're going to wait and see, because there is a chance that they might have locked him in a room like, hey, bro, if you want this out, how much is the check? Like $1 million or $500,000, something like
Right,
that?
something like that.
Yes, well, let
Gonna
me
wave
just
it
borrow
in
a
his
dollar.
face.
Yeah.
I just need a
We're
dollar.
going to put that dollar in front of his face. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. But I mean, you know, we're gonna check out the Oscars and see what they have to offer.
Hey,
Does
they
anybody
bogus,
know
though.
any other categories that might be interesting to black people other than the fact that Chris Rock is hosting?
They bogus for not nominating Homeboy for Creed, man. That was a good ass
Now
movie, G.
you're right about that.
Man.
You're absolutely
Michael B. Jordan.
That's
Michael
F
B.
you.
Jordan
His
in
name
Creed.
is Michael B. Jordan.
But-
okay,
but-
he's fine as hell. You need to know his
He
name.
can't play
Now-
basketball, though.
I don't give a fuck what he do. He can rap. I mean, whatever he do, act.
But
some
see,
shit.
see, she don't even know what he do.
I know
just
he
look
fine
good.
as shit.
You see that?
I know that
She
much.
don't even know what he
you gonna
do.
check
He
me
just
and you don't
look
know what
good.
he
Let me tell you something about Michael
Check
B. Jordan.
that out.
Let me tell you something about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan been there since Hardball. Bitch ass didn't know that
His
shit.
best role to me
Don't come for me.
was Fruitvale Station.
Yes. Played the
He
hell
should have
out
got
of
an
it.
Oscar for that.
Played the
Playing
hell out
Oscar
of it.
Grant.
I cried. Okay, I cried when I watched Fruitvale. I said, "Who? Hold on, Jesus!" Like,
Well, we see whose side she on, but this is Three's Company Radio, threescompanyradio.com on the Station Show Network. Coming up after the break, we gonna get into your boy Tiger and Kylie and this Red Benz thing. I don't know what's going on, but you'll find out after the break. It's Three's Company Radio. We're back in a minute.
they been in the news anyway, right?
Yeah.
Snapbacks and
Snapbacks.
tattoos.
Now, I like me some
Lame,
Tiger.
man.
I like me some Tiger. I don't know how I feel about him dating that little girl, but I like me
She
some
18
Tiger.
though.
She's a little girl.
She legal.
Okay, I'm a grown ass woman that is a little girl. She better hope I never get
He
my
say
hands
he
on
don't
Tiger.
find a problem
Okay?
with it. She's of
She
age.
better hope I never get my hands on Tiger. She will
You
realize
better
what
hope
a
she
real
never
black
get her
woman
hands on your man.
gonna do.
She one of
back.
Chris's kids.
So right, one of Chris's kids.
You'll lose.
One of Chris's kids whose car they are looking for.
Oh, the red Benz
Yeah.
that he gave to Black China and then gave to her, and then she said it wasn't hers, but then it was parked at her house.
It's parked in
Because
Rack
that's
City.
what little girls do. Little girls take hand-me-down gifts. A grown woman would be like, take this shit back to your little thought, bitch. Don't bring this shit over here. What the hell?
You sounded like you meant that a little bit.
I
Right,
did.
Like he gave the car to you.
He might as well have, because I probably would
Would
have
you
just
took
traded
it?
it
You
in. I would have
would've-
took
Yeah,
it to
you would've took that
CarMax.
She would have took it. She'd have been pulling up to the studio in the red Benz.
No. Let me tell you how smart
Bumping
I
into you.
is. Yes, I said I is.
Snapbacks
Because I
and
would have took that
tattoos.
boy to CarMax. Yeah, how much this worth? Okay, run that check. Thank you.
But he ain't, see, that's the problem. The repo man looking for the Benz.
They wouldn't have been able to find
He
it
ain't
because by
paid-
the time
he ain't
Pookie
paid
them
the bill.
finished chopping it up, we would have been cool any goddamn way.
Well, I mean, you know, our friends at TMZ have been reporting that Tiger has not paid his bill, and the repossession the bank who gave him the loan for the car turned it over to a repo company, and the repo company has listed out everywhere that Tiger kicks it. And
Oh wow.
where this Benz wagon would be, and it just so happened. The only reason it made the news, because I'm sure they don't know his real name, you know, what's actually on the paperwork, but one of the people's names on the little repossession sheet was the Jenner girl,
So let's start here.
and it said
Let's show
girlfriend of
how
Tiger.
much money Tiger really don't have. Why the fuck you getting a loan for a car, my nigga? Let's start
That's
there.
true. As Jay-Z
If
you
said,
ballin'.
we don't lease, we buy the whole car,
Right.
as you
What did he
should.
say?
And he from Rack City too, right? Well, that's what he said.
Well, there has been no real verification on that, because I've seen video
I know his
or
mama and them got
videos
money. I think.
of California people that don't really
Rock
hold
with
him down like that. He's not really, one of them guys like that from what I've seen. I'm not I don't know.
Yeah. But from what you've seen.
But from what I've seen, you not really one of them guys. Cause to be honest, when the beef went down with Count and Lil Durk and Game and all of that, if you remember, not too many people remember this, and that lets me know how he's actually perceived in the streets, because nobody actually remembers that Tiger was actually on that original song that started that beef, and he quickly was exited out of that, and Game and Dirk and then of course Count came. Shout out to Count from LEP. He came and pretty much shut it down with the why you go in on Dirk blood, and because Game got a habit of name dropping people he shouldn't, and he started talking about Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, and it was like, wait a minute, bro, hold on. You naming blocks in the Shire, you all out south, you all out. I know these blocks are famous, and everybody has some recollection of them, but for you to be standing on the soapbox acting like you really out here and from these blocks, chill the fuck out. But Tiger is not in that discussion. At least Game's in that discussion. Tiger is
though.
not in that discussion. Tiger is in the reality TV discussion. Did y'all see his reality show? It only had like 3 episodes.
I saw it. It was entertaining.
It's one thing I did like was the Egyptian theme
I
he
was
was
just about
going
to
with
say
the
that.
gold toilet
Yeah.
and
Can
all
we
of
go
that. I was
backwards?
with it.
Like, how
Let's
long
go.
ago was this?
I don't
I don't even know what
It
you're
was like
talking
last.
about.
It was like,
About a year
a
ago.
year and a half
It was
ago.
on MTV.
This
Yeah,
is
it was.
unfortunate
It
for
was.
you, Tiger,
It did
because
get
I
picked
am
up.
a-
That's why you don't know about
I'm
it.
about to
'cause
say because
they
I
had
am
a trial
a reality
run.
TV. Like, I love Ratchet TV. I am like the reality TV, and I don't know what the hell we're talking
Queen.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Tiger projects himself to have lots and lots and lots and lots of money, and
about. I think the problem is,
it's
I
not
think
like
his
he's.
parents have a good substantial amount of money.
So
and
you think
then
he
it's
comes from
like-
a family of means? He does.
So he
Oh,
really did
so
get
he's
it
Johnny
himself.
Manziel in
Yeah,
it right
he-
now.
he
He's
comes-
Johnny Football.
From what I
frontin'.
read, his parents have a
So
nice.
he already had bread.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's why he was able to kind of like
you fraud.
get his foot in, like getting a
Damn
foot
it,
in the door in
Tiger.
different places and stuff because his parents have money. So it's not like you like, you know.
build from the
all right,
ground up.
Yeah, you're not that.
He ain't
You're
starved
not
from the bottom.
that
Yeah.
guy, my friend. You're not him. And so that's he actually knew the Kardashians for
But he was
a
acting
while.
like he was blood when he was hanging out with Baby.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
them.
he null and void,
He
man.
wasn't.
After that.
I'm just saying, he was acting like he was blood
He
when he was
just-
hanging out with Baby.
But
and them.
he wasn't. So,
So is that why he stopped wearing red?
Yeah, right.
maybe
And like,
because
hey man, out there in radio and TV world, we ain't trying to act like we famous or nothing
Right.
like that. We do this because we like to talk shit and we can. What you gonna do about it? What I'm saying is, you gotta pay attention to what some of these fuckboys be doing out here in this industry. Because if you see a motherfucker and the first time you see him, they wearing all red, they got flags everywhere, and then
Extra.
like a year later, they don't wear red anymore,
Right.
and they don't throw up the B anymore. There's a reason for that.
Right.
But
Somebody
Tiger
came
showed
to
his,
holler at him.
Tiger showed his fuckboyness when he took his
Fuck boy.
baby mom. Yeah, I,
I
made
like
up
that.
a word, right? Yeah. I like
That's
Googleable.
a keeper.
Googleable. He showed his fake boyness when he took his baby mama's car,
Yeah.
gave it to his new bitch.
Well, you know what?
That's
That's
a fuck
That
boy
bitch a
move, my
hand-me-down
nigga.
cop.
That's a fuck boy move.
that's because she was a Jenner and not a Kardashian.
Whatever.
Hey, if you notice, Tiger still can put out dope songs. Like his career, his life ain't fucked up yet. So I think it's something about that name Kardashian. Because everybody else that dealt with the last name Kardashian, they
I
like went
think
to
that
shit.
the problem is they just really like dudes that already got fucked up lives and demons in their own
Yeah.
closets and all kinds of shit. And then they get
I
with
think
them
they
and it
just
just
like
kind of like
famous black
magnifies.
guys.
You know what I'm saying? Like something was already not quite right with Kanye. Like some stuff was already going kind of weird with him,
I mean,
and then he got with the Kardashian
yeah,
and just kind of
yeah.
blew the fuck up. Something was already wrong
See,
with Lamar, and then he got with a
well,
Kardashian and
well,
it just blew the fuck
the
up. Like
difference-
it's just
the
was
difference
what it
between
was.
Lamar and Ye to me is this. Yeah, we kind of knew Ye was a little bit weird in the first place. So it was already becoming readily acceptable. But he was starting to venture off into some weirdness that we wasn't going to accept. But he attached himself to a Kardashian. And when he did, it made the rest of the weirdness, like the slave gear and the rants and things of that nature, it made it acceptable. Now, Lamar, on the other hand, he's not an artist. So when he got with the Kardashian, his whole career just went to shit. And there was no recovering from it.
I think from what I understand, when he got traded from the Lakers, that's when he went straight
Well,
bitch mode. G.
that's
Like,
because he wasn't near the Kardashian anymore.
still,
You got
get
he
your
got
shit poppin',
traded to
man.
Dallas, my
No.
nigga.
I don't
Still
think
get
that's
your
what the
shit
case is.
poppin',
I
though.
think that like
You know what
I
I'm
think mentally it did kind of fuck with Lamar, and everybody said that like when they did the.
He already had a fucked up life.
yeah, his father was.
Listen,
you know,
addiction
no,
is
not, but-
addiction is a real motherfucking disease, and like it is something that can be passed down. Like if your parent
True.
has an addiction, his dad had an addiction,
Right.
and so
Absolutely.
at one there he's already fighting not having an addiction,
Right.
which can become a fucking addiction, which you can get addicted to something else. Like it becomes a lot of stuff, and I feel like that's exactly what happened with
Well, with
Lamar.
Lamar, yeah.
And then with the whole trade to the Lakers, and then he wasn't playing with Kobe, and then he did this, and then he had some shit like he couldn't handle it.
Straight
Well,
to the
his
trap
life
house.
was crumbling. I mean, you go from
mean,
being the
look
world
what-
champion,
I'm gonna
sixth
make a
man of the
purchase.
year.
But look which
And now,
Kardashian he really like. If you,
He
I don't
went
know
for
if
the
you-
ugliest Kardashian on the map, and I
that's not
said
what
that last week.
Actually, that's not even what I'm talking
She
about.
was
If you
terrible.
actually watch the show, yes, he was married to Chloe,
Yeah,
but he was
he
very
was
close
married
to
to
her
the
fucking
family.
brother, who was also depressed and going through his own shit. And
Yeah.
so that just shows you exactly
Yeah.
what the hell is going on. It didn't.
True.
I honestly think it was already something wrong with these guys. Like that
Yeah.
other one. What's that other little short midget girl? That the other little midget sister. What's her name?
Um,
Courtney. Yeah, Courtney. And she's married to the little white boy. She got him all fucked up too.
It's something about them Kardashian
So I'm just
women.
saying, like, but
And
he
you see
was
what
fucked
happened
up.
to OJ.
Like, if you watch the show, he was fucked up. Like, he was on drugs and he was doing this and he was addicted to alcohol and like, it's like they attract fucked up shit. Like,
Really?
ooh, you a fucked up black man. Let me get you and let me get you, which I'm okay
And
with.
we're gonna
because
ruin your life.
I'm just saying.
I'm okay
Don't
if they
be
take
act-
the fucked
don't-
up black
don't try to
man.
act
Leave
like
the
OJ
good
ain't
niggas
hit
for
that,
us. We would appreciate that.
OJ
Thank
hit
you.
it and went crazy.
Just is what it is.
OJ went crazy. He
And
hit
stole
it,
his own
went
shit.
crazy, and then everything went to shit.
Hey, it was
Like,
a
Who gets
meme.
locked up for stealing their own shit?
I mean, right? He did. Get,
Hey, it was a meme with Chris.
hey man, it's
Chris
called
Kardashian.
the meme.
It's a
Meme.
meme. Yeah.
Meme.
Meme. People call it meme.
Meme.
It's a meme.
Mims was a rapper that we haven't heard from in.
I 3 years.
I hate you.
3. Shit.
33.
Yeah, it might be closer to 33. This is why I'm
10?
hot. Yeah,
We're
that's
going
about
with
10. That was about 10 because sounds about right.
Oh, it was a many. It said it had Chris Jenner on there. It said your husband defending your side dude. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh yeah, we posted that on Three's
yeah.
Company page actually, where
Check us
they
out.
show Chris sitting in the
Courtroom.
audience with the person that would become Bruce Caitlyn. While
While her
at
husband-
the OJ trial, while her husband is sitting there trying to defend
Her
OJ.
side nigga. Because
Right,
that's
because-
Chloe's
right.
daddy.
See,
at
she
what
said
y'all
that last
say.
week. You heard it here first.
That
We
is
need a
Chloe's
DNA
daddy.
test.
She wouldn't take it. They tried to get her to get a DNA test on the show. She said, no. I'm like,
She
bitch,
knew
because
what
you
it
know
was.
that's your
Yeah,
daddy.
She gonna find out
She
the
knew what it
juice
was.
She
was her
know.
daddy.
That's why she ain't like them.
She
That's
gonna
it.
get
You know
locked up
this-
too. Like I need all my daddy shit. I'm just saying, man.
She's not. Chloe is like, she's ginormous compared to the rest of them. Like,
Man,
freakishly weird.
just give her a couple of years. She'll, have some plastic surgery or something.
We
and-
posted a
'cause that
picture
other
up
one,
of her.
The
and
other one looked like Beyonce now, and I
That's
don't know how
Chloe.
it happened.
That's Chloe.
Yeah, that's who that is.
That's the same one. We posted the picture on Three's Company
She
Facebook
look like
page.
Beyonce now.
Shorty, I
That's
thought I
not-
had to
that's not-
double back
mm-mm.
twice. I said, damn, they finna
I'm
add, they
not with the
finna
shits.
put a Destiny's Child 7 or some
I'm not
shit
with the
together.
shits.
I don't know what the hell
I'm
finna
not with
happen.
it.
I was like,
I'm not with
bruh, you gotta be joking me. But I ain't gonna even lie though. Like the way she looked in that picture, I mean, if I was with girls, I'd be going, Shorty was
Yeah.
bad. Like,
Licking the
fuck
low,
what she
huh?
was talking about.
I mean, she was like,
What
I
she
gotta
talking
see, I
about?
gotta see more than just that picture, because Instagram done fucked the world up.
I'm
like,
saying,
Yeah, don't
listen,
you got
Filters.
angles and
She's
filters
lost-
and all types of shit, man.
she's
You
lost-
have a
Carpet and
fucking,
shit.
you have a fucking Teletubby looking like a member of
this
Destiny's Child
motherfucker
and shit.
said a
Like,
Teletubby.
yeah, or one of them. I go back fathers. One of them little characters from Fraggle Rock. Y'all remember that shit? Motherfucker looking like they on a Fraggle Rock. No, I need to see some
Listen.
verification, especially in that family, nigga. I need to see whether
All
or
I'm
not
saying
you was born a
is,
woman.
she's
first
lost
of all.
I
hella
need to see high
weight.
school pictures.
Fuck high school. I need
I need
birth
baby pictures.
certificate.
Baby
What were
Show
you
me your
when you
baby
were
pictures.
born?
Oh, you didn't wear a bow on your
Now,
head.
Let's be real. we're not coming against the transgendered community
No, not
in
at
any
all.
way.
We like Transformers.
We do.
We love them.
Stay away from me.
This is the part of the show where them crickets come in, like, cause I ain't gonna lie. When we were just on the radio back in the day, I did say he was. What did I call it?
Transformers.
No, it was a transformer, but it was something else. It was like a Mighty Morphin Man bitch. That's what it was. Mighty Morphin Man bitches. I mean,
They take it over.
you can be mad at me if you want, but that's the way I see it. If I see you in the street, I'm not gonna have a problem with you unless you
I'm not
actually
either,
try
'cause
to
y'all
address
niggas is
me.
strong.
And it's a gang of y'all in Chicago wearing pink do-rags and shit now.
Cause I can't fight all them.
I'm
You
good.
used to be a man. Like I cannot
Good.
fight you, my nigga. I won't try
They
either.
hanging
I'll
out
walk
around
the other
the
way. Like
L's
I
and
don't know
shit.
you.
I'm good. But Tiger, pay your bills.
That's all
I'm
you
saying.
need to do.
Pay your bills, cause you look bad right now.
Let me
and,
tell you
know,
something, Tiger. Coming from a bitch who don't have that much money, if you just call them and tell them that you'll pay them on the 11th, they'll leave you alone. Okay? Like the fuck.
Pay them on the 11th. This is Three's Company Radio on threescompanyradio.com. Coming up after the break, we have plenty more for you to get into. We're going to touch on our artist spotlight. We got a good one for you. And then we got, more with myself, Cubana and East. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
It's the city of the green light. Everything goes. Keep your head on the swivel. The wind might blow. Strap on your seatbelts. Check your area codes. And let your conscience be your guide. Welcome to the go.
We are back. It is Three's Company Radio on threescompanyradio.com. Of course, we on the Station Show Network. It's me and Cubana. East took a little break. He having a little beverage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what we do. We real around here. We don't have no strings, so we say what we want to say and we do what we want to do. If you don't like it, sounds like a personal problem. But We got our artist spotlight in the building today. We got Ace the God, King Tut. Man, tell us how y'all doing. What's going on?
We out here trying to do our thing out here, man.
Yeah. You know what? I'm saucy right now. I'm feeling good. You know, the fact that we run our own show and there are no strings, it helps out a lot.
I'm feeling that.
You know, it helps out a lot. But you know, tell us something about, first of all, the names. You know, you got Ace the God, you got King Tut. A lot of people come out with names that don't mean too much of shit. You know what I'm saying? So your names scream meaning. So first of all, let's get that out the way and figure out the background behind your names and why, you know what I'm saying, you chose those stage names.
Well, my name is King Tut. Our group name is FM Family Mob. Like, with the FM Family Mob, that's family right there. You know what I'm saying? That's our whole family, how we hold each other down, how we do our thing, we stick together. You know, that's the number one thing is family. And shit, my name is King Tut. I feel like I carry myself in the manner of royalty. You know? Where I'm born from, in my bloodline, my blood is precious.
More people should do that.
You know, value. So that's where my name comes. That shit, I like gold. So, I mean, we can do that too. We can go that way. So we can take that.
Well, that's an added bonus.
On the real,
you know,
on the
to
real.
our melanin type. Shout out to Landon Battles on that. But you know, now, go ahead.
Man, my name is Ace Be the God. Like, I get that Ace Be the God from my real name. My real name is the Son of God in the Bible. So I just took that and ran with it. To put it together. My initials is AC anyway, so I just added the E. Put that Ace on
Okay.
for that little flavor, you know. And
That's what's up.
just
He
put
was
it down
playing
like
Scrabble with his name.
Right.
I'll put this thing up. 30 points.
Right.
that. You know, you got to do something. Like,
7-letter
you gotta
word,
make people think
bitch.
when you do stuff, you know. That's how I did it, you know. So and with our group name, the FM Family Mob, our group name, we actually real family. You know, people that just grew up together, blood. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's that. So that's what we
Now, speaking on that, with y'all being real family and, you know, dealing, you know, I know y'all know how the industry works and dealing with the industry period. Do y'all find, because, you know, me and my little bro, sometimes do y'all find it hard to operate in the industry when you actually real blood as opposed to just friends from the neighborhood or somebody you might have met through a mutual friend or something like that? When you dealing in business, like say you're trying to get a show or you're trying to get a collabo, or you know, one artist might rock with you real hard but they don't really feel King Tut like that, or vice versa. Do you guys find it hard being real family in the industry, or is it an added bonus?
Actually, to me, it's a plus, you know, because me and this guy right here, like, we've been together forever, since the 80s, you know what I'm saying? So we've been down, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like we think alike.
Okay.
When we do stuff, we both be on point because we family. We know, like, if I don't like something, he already knows.
It's like that ESP thing.
He don't like something, I
It
already
need not
know.
be spoken.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's easy for us, you know, because if we rock with people, if we don't, you know, we just come to that conclusion. We don't even have to say nothing. We can look at each other.
Right.
No, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we family.
What should be understood need not be spoken. Right.
And then on that, like you said, we grew up together, man, and it's like you gotta be grown men about it. If you got issues,
Absolutely.
talk that shit out. We family. Whatever I say might hurt your feelings, but
It's
we'll
all
get
for the
over
greater
it. We'll
good.
get through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of vibing with each other. It's just like a lifelong friendship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got cousins, you got family. We all did music when we was younger, nigga. We was in the goddamn attic. Fucking rapping to what was that? Topo #1 beats and shit, like virtual fighter beats flowing and shit. Like, man, so we go way back to then. And once we got back into it was just another bonding experience for us. That was amazing.
Okay. Now, what has been your biggest, I want to say, stumbling block that you've met so far, as far as what, you know, trying to elevate your game in the industry? We all know how it goes as far as when you're starting out and as you're meeting people and developing contacts and just putting out new product. What has been your biggest stumbling block that you've run into so far that might have discouraged you guys a little bit but didn't?
the hardest thing is staying on point. You got to stay consistent with everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? You got to constantly put stuff on the internet, constantly throw shows, constantly do music, and it don't matter really who look at it, but it fuck with you when you don't see numbers. But when you actually look at it and just keep grinding, they gonna fall on. Cause the train is moving. It's just a matter of when you gonna jump on that motherfucker and we gonna ride out. So I mean, it's just a thing of staying consistent, man. I fall complacent sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Don't do as much
We
as I
all
need
fall
to.
victim to that.
But 2016, hey, this motherfucker popping already, boy. We got a show coming up. Matter of fact, what's today?
You got the
Friday.
info.
What's today? Friday. So shit, yeah. Sunday we got a show, the
Give the
28th,
date.
at the Star Bar in Chicago Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Take 95th straight to that motherfucker.
Okay.
We gonna
He
vibe
gave
out
you
there.
directions.
Right. He
Let
gave
me
you
tell you something. If
directions.
y'all don't make it to this goddamn show, y'all about dumb as hell. He
He's
gave you
your asshole.
directions. He said,
He told you how to get there.
get straight down 95th. He didn't say which way. Which way down 95th? We're going east or west.
Going
Run
westbound.
right into that motherfucker.
Just go on 95th.
He
You
said
go
go
right
right
into
into
that bitch.
He's
You
like,
ain't gonna miss
you can't miss it.
So the 28th,
Yeah, the 28th.
February 28th.
Is this an all ages show? Or is this 21 and up?
It's 18 and older.
18 and older?
18 and older. So it's
Okay.
February 28th, 18 and older. Chicago Ridge at the Star Bar.
Now, what would you guys, as I asked all artists that come, what would you classify your sound as? You know, you have people out here that are super conscious, revolutionary type rappers. You have people that are drill. You have
Turn up.
quote unquote hip hoppers. You have, you know, just trill MCs. What would you classify you guys' sound as and why?
Like I think our sound is like a combination, like gumbo. It's a combination
Creole.
because we like hip hop, we lyrical, we make party music, and we make club bangs. So we in every genre of the hip hop music.
Okay.
You know, we trying to hit everything. You know, we got songs that's sad, we got songs that's happy, we got songs that's just right there to make you be like, oh, they talking about something. You know, we got songs there where we try not to have that stigmatism of the Chicago artist. Like you gotta be a weird person or you gotta be
Or
a
just straight
shoot 'em
out
up, bang,
drill,
bang
right.
person. You know, we trying to be just some fly dudes that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
it's funny you say that because a lot of classifications in Chicago artists is just what you said. You are either the super weird guy, or you know, for lack of a better example, you got people like Kanye and Chance the Rappers that are viewed as like the weird guys, and then you have Keith and Dirk that are, you know, just trap or drill. So, you know, Chicago is typecasted in those two lanes. Do you feel like?
But shit, Dirk is an R&B artist now, ain't he?
Yeah,
Right,
well,
'cause he-
Dirk
R&B.
Dirk took his opportunity, saw what was going on,
Yeah, he R&B.
and
He saved
adjusted.
some money.
So shout out to Dirk
He was
because
that was
to
a
be quite
business
honest,
man move. That was a smart
it was a chess move. It was a king move. You know, kings play chess, and you know Keith came out and he stuck. And you know, no disrespect to him. He keeps his lane and he does what he does in his lane, but it's not elevating him to the point that he wants. Actually,
He
he's
getting locked up for child support.
digressing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You keep getting locked up for child support. You're not gonna get
He's
anything.
actually going backwards a little bit. And Dirk, on the other hand, started out in that whole movement, but once he got his shot, he recognized what was going on, and he actually said it in one of the songs. I think it was the one with him and Dage. He was like,
Which one with him and Dave?
I don't know.
Quite a few songs.
I don't know. I'm not gonna
Together.
lie. But I know, I remember I was in the car and I heard him say, like, you know, getting with an R&B chick will help
That's
his
by
cause.
Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying? As far as him going and doing what he needs to do and elevating his brand, which he has done. And to this point, it has passed up Keith. You know what I'm saying? Which at the beginning, Keith was up here and Dirk was down here. And now Dirk is over there and Keith is still trying to get back to where he once was. Now, speaking to y'all lyricism, do you find it hard? Because a lot of times now, lyricism is not the focus. You know what I'm saying? Lyrical content is not the focus. It make a catchy hook and just chant. So do you find it hard for people that are looking strictly for that, and you bring in something different, and how do you combat that?
Like with majority of our music, man, we tell stories. I love telling stories. I'm real. I feel I'm the real metaphorical type.
Okay.
You know, I spit out some metaphor. You like, damn, that shit. Hey, it's just shit hit you when it come around. So it's like we want to say something on the tracks that we do, but it's kind of like vibing with the beat.
Right.
If I go with, you think it's a chant because it sound good, but if I go with the beat, I'm in the beat. You can't really tell.
Right. I mean, it's
So
just
you-
following the cadence.
Yeah,
but the difference between lyricism and chanting is repetition.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chanting is a repetitious catch on the beat. Lyricism is riding that beat and still saying something, you know what I'm saying, the whole way through. So with y'all being more lyrical, you know, that was my thing. Like, do you find like maybe when you do shows or things like that and somebody comes out and says, fuck that bitch, nigga, fuck that bitch, do they get a better reception than you do? And you come out and you said some of the dopest shit under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been I've hosted the Source and the Double XL and all of these, and I've been judges on these. I've been a judge on panels, and I've been a part of those discussions that send people to certain outlets, and you know, with other media types, and this is what we talk about. As far as, oh, well, you know, he had the crowd because they was chanting. And I'm sitting back like, well, yeah, they chanted, but everything else they said was trash.
Shit, right.
But these guys didn't chant, and everything they said was gold.
That's because everybody want to turn up now, man. Everybody in the club, we going off Molly's and shit, fucking Xanax,
Well,
all
the
that
young
bullshit.
generation.
Yeah, but that's the artists in the club, though.
So that leads me to my next question. How or where do you find the balance?
I kind of don't even worry about the balance on my soul. I do not. And
But that's a real artist.
whatever I feel, if we vibing out, man, and we on stage, I feel that's what it is. You know?
Like we the type of artists that we don't care what the person do before us or after us, because we know when we get on stage, we gonna shut it down. Period. Because that's the way we came up in the game in the first place. We came up from like saying our raps out loud to people before we even got in the studio recording anything. So performing to us is that mecca, because that's what we do.
Okay.
You know, if you come to our shows, even if we don't care if it's 100 people or we don't care if it's one person, you're gonna get the same show.
That's a
how
real
we-
artist, people. Those are real artists. But we want to thank them for coming out, chopping it up with us. Let the people know where to find you on social media and give out the information for their show one more time.
You can hit us up on Instagram, Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook at All FM Family Mob, no separation. On YouTube, just no separation, or you can separate it if you want to. If you're feeling froggy, you can separate it. But we still gonna be there, you know, everything like that.
Tomorrow, you know, February 28th at the Star Bar in Chicago Ridge, straight down 95th. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it cracking. Show starts at 8:30. So be there, man. Be there.
Is this like a white people 8:30, or is this like a 8:30 y'all gonna open the doors? Or like, what is
Is
this?
this a couple of
It's
8:30?
promoted,
like
by,
a-
it's promoted by Black Light, so
So that means okay.
Oh,
So
no.
that means that the doors.
Show starts at 9.
yeah,
The show starts at 9:30. Like,
yeah.
the show starts at 9:30.
Yeah, about
Well, we definitely want to thank Ace the God and King Tough for chopping up with us, man. Make sure y'all go follow them on all social media. Check out the videos and everything they got to offer. This is Three's Company Radio for myself, Cubana Kiss.
Mwah.
He's London back there having his beverage, you know what I'm saying? And of course, LB Sweets back there making things happen. And shout out to Mia B for joining the team on the PR side. We'll see y'all next week. Until people enjoy life, don't just live it. We'll see y'all later.
Ain't nobody fucking with us, man. Goddamn right. FM Family Mob, man. It's only one way. You niggas better get it straight, man. Get gone. Simple as that. Ace, tell them, man.
That motherfucking mob, nigga.
We get it. No other. Grind time now and never. Yeah. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. Yeah, you know what it is? Yeah, Tut. Yeah, FM. Yeah, yeah. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. Yeah, act like you don't know. Yeah, yeah. Blow like I'm hella missiles, how tragically hella victims cause havoc. I'm jinxing sloppy cadavers, you getting bodied. Flow like an elemental from Riddick, my flow so skillful. Cock back and I pull that trigger, say cheese and explode your dental. We be them infiltrators, no, I ain't debating my nigga. FM family mob, stacking okay to get richer. Pussy in politics is like we be pimping this pussy. Tut in the game, bitch, you know I don't fuck with no rookies. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18.
Yeah, these niggas don't know what, it is. That fucking family mob.
Yeah, FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18.
It's that motherfucking mob, family nigga.
Act like you don't know.
Hell yeah.
In the city, I be shining, bitches love me when I'm grinding. Niggas hating cause I'm fly, cause that city on my mind. Cause that duffel bag inside, cause that money on my mind. Hoes love it, niggas hating, what the fuck are y'all debating? It's that mob nigga that got you niggas waiting. I don't care what you be saying, all these hoes I be slaying. Bitch niggas get stitches, I'm the realest nigga living. Touch my mob, you be missing like some dishes in the kitchen. FM go up with these hoes on that chat line. That currency is all man, so flip it up and weigh it down. Better way about a pound. If you looking at me now, you gon' see what's all around. That money rain down like
FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. You know what it is? Yeah. FM. Your boy Chew. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. Yeah, act like you don't know. Yeah. Your boy Chew. You wanna challenge us, nigga? Sit back and look at the figures. The pocket monster figure, we quick to pulling them triggers. On the block with the hitters. Get 'em. You know what it is?
That boy Chew.
You wanna know where my mind stay? Look where I stay. Southside, Eaglewood, where we all play. This is not a game, this is not a test. The daggers an eagle be shitting, better guard your chest. When you see the two-seater, baby, you know I'm stunting. Fleece tight, iced out, got the chicas running. Gotta have me a bad bitch, ain't no frontin'. FM mob, baby, you know we keep it coming. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. You know what it is? Yeah. FM the name, we steamrolling niggas like an A-train. Think it's a game and we going in like the 18. Yeah, act like you don't know.